Hey, welcome back to BuQeye Barbecue. Today we're going to do some Berkshire pork steaks, just a couple of good sized ones for family dinner. We're going to do those on the SnS Kettle Grill tonight, sitting behind me. So we're going to get our pork steaks ready, and then we're going to get our kettle lit and ready to go, and we'll bring you back. Thanks for joining. Okay, we're going to get our pork steaks ready. I'm a big fan of Wild Fork Foods. They have a great variety of stuff, a ton of different things, high quality stuff, Wagyu beef, things like that. And these are some Berkshire pork steaks. So it's always great to get a pork butt and cut the steaks yourself. But I saw these Berkshire pork steaks, they were priced right. So we're gonna try them, and I think they're probably gonna be great. So we're gonna get these opened up. Get that label off there. And I sort of like the way Wild Fork Foods packages things too. I think they do a great job with that. So we'll get these on our rack, and we're gonna get these ready. So I'm going to take one glove off here, and I'm actually going to use a binder. I don't usually use a binder, and quite frankly, I don't think I need to with these, but I sort of have it in my head I want to use a binder this time, and so I'm going to do that. So just a little bit of mustard on one side, and we'll get that coated there, and just turn these over, kind of get the sides. And you don't need a lot if you use a binder. You can use Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, oil of some sort. Any of those would work fine. And I don't know why I'm using a binder today. I just decided I wanted to. So we're gonna do it. Okay. And for our rub today, I'm going to use this Barbecue Pit Boys Pork Privilege. I've never used this. It does taste good. I did try it, but I've never used it. So we're gonna give it a shot today. And just gonna season both sides of these. These are reasonably thick, so give them a good coating here. Kind of pat it in. Oops, got a little bit too much there, but that's all right. And then we'll turn them over. And this is gonna go in the fridge. We're probably about 45 minutes away from getting these on the SnS Kettle Grill. So they're gonna go in the fridge and just wait it out there. I'll dry brine for just a little bit, but not too long. I don't like to do pork all that long. I'm not a giant fan of rosemary, and this has rosemary in it, so hopefully it won't overtake the flavor. I think I'll still be fine, but just be aware of that. So we will bring you back in a little bit, and we'll get these on the pit. All right, so we're gonna let that fire starter do its thing. Then we'll get the lid closed up, and I'm gonna use the smoke hole on the bottom for the air intake, and I'm gonna close the big air intake, and we'll let the kettle come up to temperature, and we'll get our pork steaks on. So we'll bring you back. Okay, so the SnS kettle is cruising nicely at 250 degrees. I do have a piece of hickory on the top of the coals that'll slowly burn and add some smoke flavor. I want to keep this lid open for as short a time as possible. So before I open the lid, I'll show you our pork steaks. Notice they've got the meat sweats there. Look really good. We'll see if I can tolerate that rosemary. Again, I'm not a rosemary guy, but only part of the rub had rosemary, so it wasn't a lot of other stuff in there too, so we'll see. But we're gonna get this on, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave these on the chicken rack just so they're easy to take off later. So I'm just gonna put it right on the grill just like this. So let's get her done. Oh, forgot about the lid here. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna get this closed, and this will probably be on an hour and a half before I even look at it again. So we'll bring you back. Okay, so the SnS kettle is running just above 250. I actually had to give it a little more air because it was running just under 250, which was kind of my target temperature. So it spiked just a little bit, but not much. I'm not even worried about it. So we're gonna take a look at these. It has been just shy of 2 hours and I have not opened the lid. So we're gonna take a look and might do a quick temperature probe. By the way, we're cooking these essentially like a pork butt with regard to temperature. We're gonna take them up to 190 to 200. I don't intend to wrap these. I might sauce them near the end a little bit, but we're taking these up just like we would a pork butt. That's where these came from, so that's the way we're cooking them. So let's take a look. Ooh, those look pretty. Hope the color's coming through. Sorry about my neighbor's annoying dog. Okay, 135, 137. So running neck and neck, looking great. I'm just gonna leave these be and we'll go from there. We'll bring you back. Okay, I just checked these and we are up to temperature. We're at about 190 in both of them. I thought I had the camera rolling, but I didn't. So we'll just do our next thing now. I've got some barbecue sauce in a bottle here. This is East Carolina sauce. If you haven't made this, you can find a video about it. Really easy to do, and I absolutely love it. You should give it a try sometime. So we're just going to, oh man, those look really good. We're gonna get some of this sauce on both of them. I'm not gonna overdo it, and I'm not even gonna do both sides. I just wanna get a little sauce on them. I really like sauce on meat like this. And if you don't, you don't have to. It would be fine without it. But I'm just gonna coat the top, give it a little brush here. And then we're gonna let this set up for maybe 15 minutes, something like that. We're not running super hot, so I'm not worried about the sauce burning. Plus, there's not a ton of sugar in this sauce. All right, so I tell you what, I'm gonna use this opportunity to get the camera reset inside, and I'm just gonna bring these in here in 15 minutes, and we'll meet you inside, and we'll cut into them. Okay, so we're gonna cut into one of these, maybe just cut one in half and see how we did. Really nice and tender. Oh, nice smoke ring there too. Very happy with that. So we're kind of anxious to eat here, so I'm just gonna take a quick bite. I'm also gonna give one to my son off to the side who's begging me to be the taste tester. All right, Ryan, go ahead.
That's really good.
It's really good?
Mm-hmm.
That is good. Man, you can't beat a pork steak like this. So try Wild Fork Foods if you want. Not sponsored, of course. Just where I like to get some of my meats from. Or just grab a pork butt. The price of pork butt is inexpensive, not bad at all, and you can cut your own pork steaks like this. So give them a shot. Thanks for joining as usual at BuQeye Barbecue. Do me a favor, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and liked the video, do that for me. It would be a big help to me and the channel. And leave a comment if you have anything to say. Happy to interact on the YouTube comments section. So we'll see you next time.